made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Ay, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie, stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do? Stop playing.
kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Glover. That one is caught by Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Glover, and he completes it to Hunt. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Short, they'll try option left. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First down, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Joe Mixon.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Burrow on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
By number 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down. Glover looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Browns first down.
A first down carry for Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Glover. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the gun, Glover letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bengals nothing.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bump.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On second down, here's Smith. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Glover. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Browns.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
His kick is
and
good.
His kick is good.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Browns.
From the gun, Glover. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
29 is Mike 29.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Tyler Boyd, incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 29 is Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike 29. You're trash.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Oh,
They'll run it again with Smith. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Gain on the play. 49
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Burrow call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin.
For a Cincinnati.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. And what? Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The ball carried by.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for circle right and trust for the
Let him know. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Operating from the gun. Glover, flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Now, let's make it happen, baby.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
2-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. 19 right.
From midfield now, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's our time. It's our time. 29 is the Mike.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. 49. 49 is the Mike.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 29. 70 Lion. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got him.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And out of bounds It's on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Right there. 54
Here's Burrow. Open man is Switzer complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
Check curls. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
They certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
39-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be replay.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2nd and a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down. Glover. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delphin. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st down, Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in the Galilee road. If I find something to realize, never give up and go inside. Can't wait to be it's all a lot time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Structure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to what's time. To protecting the soul. Put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Touching the culture. Falling out through the